Good afternoon. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you're new to the channel, please hit the notification bell. And today we have ourselves a quality check with the Model Y. So without further ado, let's get right to it. So all right, we have ourselves yet another quality check with the Model Y. So this has the standard wheels. Remember, if you were to powder coat them, they actually look phenomenal. Let's take a look at the left side. Making sure that the fender matches the hood and the hood matches the bumper. Now let's move on to the right side. Remember, we have quality checks being dropped every single day. We ain't stopping. Now let's move along to the right side. Let's see the driver's side door. See that it's flush. And this is a brand new vehicle, but it actually has the word written repair on it. So it's a brand new vehicle that obviously has something that one of the technicians have noticed and has gone in for repair. So remember, your car can be damaged even during delivery. It's not safe even though that it's on that delivery truck. So this is a brand new vehicle. I don't think the customer has gotten a chance to see this yet, but it's good that they have noticed some defect on this vehicle and gone through that phase of repair. So maybe they've already fixed everything already. So everything is flush and the rear is flush over here. Okay, even though they fixed that repair, but they haven't fixed this repair. What is this? It's another huge gap. And this one is going at 5.9 millimeters. Oh my God. Unacceptable. So this over here on this side is about 4 millimeters. So definitely have ourselves an issue. Now let's take a look at this over here. See if it's flush, and it is flush. Now let's take a look over here on the rear to see if it's flush, and it is flush. Now let's take a look at the right side. Right side. Oh my God, look at this gap over here. Measures about 7 millimeters. Oh my God. So even though they've repaired some of the errors, there's still a lot that needs to be done. So this Model Y, unfortunately, will be getting a fail. Now let's move on to another Model Y. All right, so we have a white Model Y right here, and let's take a look at the left side. I will say that the trunk gap over here, like this gap right here, is a little bit too big. If you look closely, this gap over here on the front measures about 5 millimeters, and it's a lot bigger than what I normally see on the Model Ys. So yeah, this trunk definitely needs to be aligned. See, the gap should be very similar to that. Nice and tight. Well, as far as I know, it should be as tight as possible. Taking a look at the right side, door gap over here is excellent, beautiful, and that's what we want to see. So we do have ourselves one issue with the front over here, and there's the interior. It's all packaged up, ready to go. Door handle's flush, this is flush, over here is flush. Okay, so definitely have ourselves an issue, and it happens to be this gap over here, and it's measuring at 4 millimeters, which isn't bad. 4 millimeters, yeah, they do consider 3 millimeters within the spec, but if it's 4, I would say it is okay because it is Tesla. Definitely would say that you know what, if you're really picky about your car, don't accept it. Push Tesla to take care of any issue that you have on your vehicle. What you might want to do if you're eager to take the car home is accept it, but schedule a service appointment immediately so they can have your car looked at and to see what they can do for you. But personally, if you want to get the message out there, don't even accept the vehicle. But the problem with not accepting the vehicle is you may be pushed to the end of the line. And Tesla, they have a huge, long list waiting order for this vehicle. So depending on if you need the car or not, it's all up on you. But we want to get Tesla to fix their vehicles. And I think the best message would be not to accept the vehicle so they could somehow get an understanding about how customers feel about their vehicles. So let's check this gap over here. 5 millimeters. This gap over here on the right side is nice and tight, and that's what we want to see. And this door is poking out a tiny little bit. So yeah, this is unacceptable. I've seen a bunch of Model Ys and all of them have been fails. So I can't wait to see or get my hands on a Model Y that's built to the best of their ability. So let's move on to our final Model Y. And guess what? Our final Model Y happens to be the Performance. The almighty Performance with the Uber turbine wheels that over here in Canada is approaching well over $100,000. Canadian dollars, that is. And yeah, for such an expensive vehicle, you would kind of expect the build quality to be up to par with, let's say, a Mercedes, but that's unfortunately not the case. Now let's continue on with the quality check of this Performance Model Y. We're gonna have our fingers crossed and we're gonna hope for the best. So taking a look over here on the left side, making sure that the fender matches the hood and the hood matches the bumper. This gap over here on this particular vehicle seems to be what we want to see. Now let's move along over here to the right side, taking a look over here to the driver's side wheels. And now let's take a look at the driver's side. Over here, the door here is nice and flush. And that's what we want to see. And these are the latest vehicles coming right out of the Fremont factory. Haven't gotten a chance to see any vehicles that are coming out of the Austin factory. So let's continue on and let's move in to taking a look at this beautiful interior. All right. Remember, after you've checked the exterior, that's when you want to check the interior. Now, let's take a look to see if it's flush, and it is flush. Now, let's take a look over here to see if it's flush, and it is. Oh my God, unfortunately, I have some bad news. And before I show you, take a look at this. Look at the big gap, the big gapper. Now, let's measure this, and I'm gonna guess that it's about 7. So let's put it on to millimeters here and let's see. It's actually 6. Well, 6 is actually double what Tesla considers within spec. And this over here is 5. So definitely have ourselves yet another issue with this Model Y. Well, the charge port door is fine. And let's check the spoiler, let's check the rear lights. Check the other end of the spoiler and let's check that. So moving along to the right side. So the right side, I would say is okay. Gap is 3 millimeters and it's nice and tight over here on the right side. Beautiful, and that's what we want to see. This door is poking out. So doesn't matter if you're getting the Performance, long range, and even in Australia, well, Australia, they have a better build because those are their China-built vehicles, but these vehicles have problems. Ah, man. So yeah, so unfortunately, yet again, we have ourselves yet another fail. So I don't know what to tell you guys, but it seems like there's a lot of issues when it comes to Tesla and the build quality of their vehicles. So unfortunately, we've had a lot of fails on the Model Ys, and please let Tesla know your concerns, and continue to complain so the next consumer can gain. All right, so that's all I gotta say. So thank you and have a nice day. Hey, would you like to win a Tesla Model 3? All you have to do is like, share, comment, and subscribe. And one lucky subscriber will win a Tesla Model 3.